Welcome back, it's Matt, and good evening from the Northern Hemisphere, the UK. 17th 5th 2017. Time is now 20:23 PM. And again, we're going to go and check the Mexico cams and see what we can find on there. Zoom in on strange objects and see if we can find something else. It's just all about constantness and persistence to keep checking the cams. Because we're going to catch these heavenly bodies, we really are. All we do is just keep continuing our work to get those messages out there. So have a great evening, all of you, and thank you for new subscribers subscribing to the channel, and thank you all for your kind respect and messages that are coming through in the email. And now I'm going to show you the cams. This first cam is called the Morella cam in Mexico as well. You can see the timestamp there as well, in the 7:06:02 AM. Now I just want to show you this, okay? Look how bright it is. On the land it's quite bright as well. The sun's not even come up yet, but you've got this blue haze in the sky here on the left hand side. But when the sun comes up, it gets darker, very much darker, like a dark evening sky. And on the land it's too dark. Watch this. If I flip through the cam, you'll see the sun come up now, yeah? And you've got this haze on the right hand side here. You can see where they've lightly chemtrailed on the right here as well. Watch this. The sun's coming up now, okay, with that simulator in front of it. There's no doubt in it, it's there, isn't it? And look how dark it is. Already starts to get dark. It's a lot lighter earlier on. The timestamp is 8:06:02 seconds. I mean, look at this. Too dark. Very, very, very dark. It's just so evident. I mean, the evidence is there now, isn't it? There's something going on up there in the skies now. Look at this. Very, very dark, very dim on the land. The sun's supposed to be shining right now through the day. It's going up now to 8:56:02 seconds. Can you see this? Just very, very dark for 9:08:02 seconds. Too dark, very, very dark. It's just so noticeable now, isn't it? The evidence is everywhere as well. Had a subscriber emailed me earlier on this morning. He said, you can see it on the Mexico cams. He's from the UK as well, and says it's happening here in the UK. We are seeing the same skies in the UK. But I did use some UK webcam images on some other web pages, but they've gone down. They've gone, they've disappeared. I don't know why. It could be something for a reason, or has it been taken down for people not to look out to see what's going on? Lots of cams have been taken down now. You can just see the evidence now, can't you? I mean, it's so important because, I mean, look at this. Okay, 9:20:02. It's supposed to be very bright now in the skies, and look at this white hot object up there, and it's too dark on the land. Very hazy, very chemtraily, and very unhealthy. Okay, hope I get this right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this on a short, low time-lapse speed. Okay. Now, can you see again? Look at the timestamp. Look how bright. I mean, it's lit up a bit more than when the sun and the simulator is up there, isn't it? Because our sun is being eclipsed right now by those objects. Now, I'm going to do this on a time-lapse. Okay. Now, again, look at the screen. You can see that it's lighter. Okay. Now the sun's coming up now. To the left hand side, you've got that shadow and then reflections up on the right hand side. As the sun comes up, you can see this, can't you? It's starting to dim, starting to get much darker already, and we're seeing this yellow haze on the land all the time. Humanity are still used to this though. They will still turn their car lights off early in the morning and think that everything's okay. They will still think that all of it's still normal, and they will still believe the news media about this. They won't say anything to me, and they won't say anything to you. They will just keep going and carrying on. I mean, you can see this, can't you? It's so evident. It's getting too dark now in the daytime. It's these white screens as well. They stop you from seeing things using these white screens. Every time we're seeing this now, aren't we? I mean, Look at the time again, it's now 9:22 and 02 seconds. It's getting to a point now that humanity needs to acknowledge this. It's too dark. It is too dark on this cam as it's going through its time lapse right now. It's like an eclipse with the moon now, isn't it? But we've got so much used to this. This has only been going on for about 2 years. Before then, these objects were far out, but now they've come in now. They've come past the sun and heading our way to the Earth. There is objects in front of our sun now, and this is what's causing this eclipse right now. There's dimness and darkness in the skies. This is a cam from yesterday that I didn't notice. It's called a Papagayo cam, and this is in Mexico as well. But you can see, again, just very much dark, isn't it, for the southern hemisphere. Never seen it like this before. Well, anyway, you can see those natural clouds being burnt away, and also the sun looks very strange. There is definitely an object in front of it that's hiding things, and also those heavenly bodies are in front of it as well. Now, I want to show you this as well. I'm going to zoom in, okay, to where the sun is. First of all, I'll just show you something. As I go through the cam, okay, I'm noticing something here. Just here. It's reflecting with the sun and this object. There is something that's there. I just want to go through that. Can you see how it jumps? The sun shrinks. Watch. It gets bigger, and you can see that object just there. It's just a... and then it shrinks. Right, I'm going to zoom into this and show you this. Right, I've zoomed in now, and I'm going to quickly move the cam so you can see this, okay? Right. Can you see this here? There's something that's here that's round. Can you see this? And it's got lines across it. Can you see this? There's lines across it. 1, 2, 3. It's just here. Something there. I hope you can see this. Something reflecting here. Look, can you see this? I'm hoping you can see this. Hold on. Okay, I've changed it so you can try and catch this. There's an object just here. Look, can you? There's lines across it. That's as the sun is moving down, it shrinks. It comes back up. You can see lines across here. Sorry about earlier on. It's just that I didn't zoom out enough so you can catch it, but you can see this, can't you? This round object. There's something that's red that's up there. Very faint, isn't it? But something's there. Can you see this? There's half of it here. If I go back, it shrinks. The sun shrinks. There's something there, isn't there? Definitely. Okay, I've noticed something on this cam as well. This is called the Tapico cam in Mexico, and I want to show you this. There's a red huge light source that comes up on the right hand side and then disappears up towards the left side before the sun comes up. Timestamp there is 06:24 seconds. I'll just quickly show you this. As I flick through the cam, can you see the right hand side starting to get very red? Okay, this is before the sun comes up. We see this pink haze, but it's very close here on this horizon, on this cam. Can you see that brightening up? This is an object that's brightening up in the sky. I know it's not in high definition, but it's quite grainy, isn't it, the image? But we're seeing that plasma. We're seeing this object that rises up to the left and disappears, look. To the left hand side. Go back. Can you see this? To the... Look at this now. There it is. Something that's rising red on the horizon to the right hand side. Just thought it would be interesting to see that, see. Okay, what I've done is I've zoomed in on this as well, okay, of this strange colour sun, but I'm noticing a huge object to the right hand side of the sun. Now, it could be difficult to see this, but when I move the sun on the cam, up and down, you will see a large object. Okay? You might be able to catch it. There's something here. Something here. There's a dark patch here. Other patches here. Is this what Prepozzi's seeing? Look at this. As the sun comes up, can you see this here? This object. Can you see this? Black piece here, here, and here. There's something that's there. When the sun goes down, you can see this grey, rocky sort of... Can you see this? If I bring it back up again. Here. It just looked very interesting to see that. That grey colour. Can you see this? It's dark, isn't it? It could be nothing. I don't think it's the moon. It's too big. But can you see how the sun sort of gets smaller on the left-hand side as it's going down? The reflections to the right-hand side, left-hand side, the left-hand side of the sun is brighter, but to the left-hand side it's, sorry, right-hand side it's covering, it's blocking, isn't it? The sunlight's not so beaming much. There's something there, is there? I mean, can you see this? There's something there. Let me zoom out and I'll show you how it distorts the sun, because the other side is different. Okay, what I've done is I've zoomed out a little bit. I'll show you this, okay? We'll go back up now. Can you see the left hand side? The sun, the reflections are there. But to the right hand side it seems to be blocked. Shorter. Here. There's a grey object. Can you see this grey object? Here it is again. To the right hand side of the sun. There's something there, isn't there? To the left hand side it's clear blue skies, and down the bottom we've got something here. Can you see this? Here again. Something is there. Big. It's showing it's very, very big. Just very interesting to look at that, and I'll keep an eye on this cam as well to check that out. I've just zoomed out a little bit more so we can maybe catch it again. Okay. Here it is again. Yeah, very, very interesting. Okay, I'm on a Taj Mahal cam now in Mexico. You can see the timestamp there is 8:10:05 seconds. I'm going to zoom in underneath the sun because I'm noticing something here as well. It starts from here. You can see the curve. You can see this curve, like a round object that's there again. Can you see this? It's very, very faint, mind you. Very faint. But there's something that's here. Can you see this round object? See markings as well. I'm going to zoom in for you. Okay, I hope you can see this, but I know it's very, very faint. You've got this object that's in front of the sun, okay? That's blocking a lot of brightness to the land. But I'm noticing this round reflection. You can see this, can't you? Lots of other people reporting other similar sized things as well. There is something there, but it's just very, very faint at the moment, isn't it? Can you see this? It'd be this big. But anyway, it could be anything, couldn't it? But again, it's just researching and just checking everything, just picking up any sort of object. It could be anything, couldn't it? It could be a flare, it could be a refraction, it could be something else. It could be a celestial body that's known to us. I mean, just looking, you can just see that reflection there, can't you? Here is another very interesting image, and it's in one frame and then disappears. 6:46:02 seconds. Okay, now there's an object. You can see that, can't you? Now, I've zoomed in slightly, but it just looks very strange, doesn't it? Is that a shadow or a reflection from something that's out there? You can see those chem clouds in front of it. I mean, we just notice it and then it flashes away. It could be something, I don't know. It could be, it just disappears straight off, and then something is out there, isn't there? But I mean, I just thought it was good to put this on to the footage as well, to show you. It could be anything, couldn't it? This will be the last cam for this evening. I'll do some more work tomorrow to show you other different cams around the world as well. But I just want to show you this very interesting. We're seeing the same sky every single day, aren't we? I mean, look at this. There's a ray again. We always see this cloud as well. Can you see this pink haze coming up on the opposite side of the sun? And it's making the sea very pink as well, very red in colour. It's here. It's like a... This area, it's like a... It cuts off here, doesn't it? And then it cuts off here as well. Something... It's a big, huge shadow. Here again, you can see this, can't you? And this cloud just covers it all up. Just very outstanding. Can you see that shadow? This blue haze. This is on the other side. There's something coming in. We're seeing this huge pink horizon all the time. Every single day. Anyway, respect